to take it convincingly with about 7 or 8 minutes left on the clock. So they weren't even pressed. They were just doing a good job. They had fantastic execution, and they weren't worried at all. They did a good job here. So tonight, YUUUH is a partial transfer company from O-Run here. So they're going to be coming in. Also said to be some of the strongest syndicate companies as well. Right next to Take Care, it was YUUUH and Take Care. That is kind of the big companies there. So let's see how they do against Modern tonight, because Modern just took Windsward. So are they going to be able to take Brightwood from YUUUH? And I think at the end of the day, this is going to say a lot, not only about how strong Modern is, but on the Syndicate faction, where YUUUH and Take Care stand when it comes to a power ranking. It's going to be very interesting. Hey, Maki, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. Or gifted sub. Much love, man. And guys, just like that, we got 10 seconds. We got 10 seconds, and we're going to get into it, guys. Let's get it going. We have Modern, Chris Turk and friends, a.k.a. Modern, going up against YUUUH, and they're off the bat. They're leaving the gate right now. He's got to back off and go into the gate. You know how it is, guys. If you've been here, if you've been in wars, just know how that it's got to do that. And it looks like there's maybe about 15 people here, maybe 20 going on the C side. I'm expecting a 3-point attack here. I'll see what they do, and it looks like they're going all the way around a little bit just to draw pressure, get the defenders out, and they're getting into it actually. They're actually just attackers going straight into the mix, not scared at all of YUUUH. And just like that, just off the bat, A is taking out about 5 or 10%, and C is taking out about 5 too. You can see though they're getting pushed off of C, but A is still ticking pretty fast. A is taking out about 25%. C obviously has more defenders than attackers here, so it looks like the attackers struggling on C, but they're trying just to distract them over here on this C play, and A is ticking at about 50 already. YUUUH getting hit pretty hard. We're only a minute in, and A is already at about 60-65%. I think YUUUH might be giving it away due to the nature of the influence on the points. You can see more people at C from YUUUH, and I think that might be the call here. I can't see that side, but A is taking at about 80%, and the call might be to just give A away and focus B and C point. We've seen that happen plenty of times. YUUUH goes down, and it looks like A is going in the attacker's favor. Modern has got A in the first, about minute and 30 seconds. Now, this is kind of planned. This is what you would think would happen because YUUUH does this. This is very common. It's much easier to have a 2-point hold than a 3-point hold, because when you try to have the 3-point hold, you run the risk of getting double capped. So when you do this way, you don't get double capped. So now they're going to focus on the B and C hold here, and as you can see, a lot of defenders are able to still be a B, even though a lot of the attackers are coming from that rally point right now, and you can see they're fighting heavy on this bonfire side. Look at those clumps. YUUUH throwing in some heals in there, keeping his boys alive, making sure they don't die, because that is a tug of war over there. You see a blue skull, you see a red skull. You can see they're just fighting tooth and nail by that bonfire, and then now you're going to see Modern putting a little bit more pressure on the point, but they're still fighting all in that bonfire, guys. Get the clumps out in the chat, because that's some fatty clumps, guys, and it looks like no real deaths or agency coming from it. Not too bad. I mean, both sides actually doing a good job at surviving. There was like 10 people from both sides over there on the bonfire, and you don't see any skulls, so that's a good thing. But now Modern making a call to get a split over to C, and as you guys can see, C is taking out about 5 or 10%, and B is at the same time. So now YUUUH has to answer this C side with a group or so, and that means that they're losing people on the B play, and B is at about 5 or 10%, and this is only a single group from Modern here. This single group pulled more defenders than what they have over here. B is taking out about 25%. Modern looks like they're holding B down. This C squad's only a 4 or 5 man squad over here, and they did a good job drawing pressure. B is at a 45%. If you can send 5 people over to C and get B to 50% almost, this is great. So now we're 3 minutes in, and B is taking out about 50%. YUUUH just fighting for his life over here on the C side, and B is just ticking. Is YUUUH answering this? You gotta wonder. I'm not seeing it obviously on this point of view, but B looks like it might be stabilizing, going on about 60-65. B is stabilizing, but no, it's going back up in Modern's favor. B is taking to about 75%. These guys at C need to go help B unless this is their call. B is taking out about 80. Is YUUUH gonna stop this influence, or does Modern just have a chokehold on it? B looks like it's stabilizing a little bit for YUUUH, but it's still slowly ticking in the attacker's favor. And the youngin goes down. B looks like it's still ticking in the attacker's favor, going on about 90%, and it looks like it's a tug and war on that point. It is not moving right now, and it's stuck at about 90. Attackers and defenders are fighting ruthlessly on that B point, trying to take it. You can see the haste pots going out. The call is for respawners to help B, but it looks like the defenders might be holding it, but some of the respawns right now for the attackers are going to be coming in. So a defender's got to be careful because the respawns are hitting right now, and B, it looks like it might be taken in Modern. And Modern takes B and A in the first 5 minutes of this game. This is exactly what you want to see. This execution is so good. Syndicate, yeah, a bit in scrambles right now. You can see Deuce X over there in the middle. That is the governor. That is the guy who is always in the interviews saying, yeah, we're the best. And it looks like right now he's caught in a clump in some ice and he's going down. Deuce X might be taking a deuce on the floor. He's got to be careful. And you got to imagine if he's stuck in that clump, what are the calls looking like on his side? He's probably a partial shot caller, I would assume. And you got to be like, oh man, you got to be worried. See, already ticking. They're in scrambles. Defenders need to get organization, guys. The defenders need to get organization. He's already at about 5 or 10%. And you got the attackers all up on your forward side. Defenders trying to get past them to focus the point so the point doesn't tick up too much. Modern doing a great job already in this war, just applying pressure, not giving them room to breathe. And they're doing a fantastic job at it, although the pressure on the point goes back in the defender's favor. No influence ticking right now. It looks like they're going to be focusing on fighting around the point at the moment. Let's see how it goes. C is taking at about 10 or 15%. And as you can see, the defenders have some agency on the point right now. They're trying to just ward Modern off. They're like, get out of here, man. We're only 6 minutes in the game and you're about have our last point taking at 25%. And look at those graphs. You can see, look at all those red skulls going down. That is not what you want to see if you're the defenders here. A big wipe from YUUUH. Can they translate it to more? And look at that. Modern might be trying to get more in, but looks like YUUUH won that clump fight. So you guys can see it is just a brawl right now. 50v50 battle going on this C point, and neither of them want to lose. They know how much this means to them, guys. That YUUUH has to defend this. Brightwood, after Take Care, just lost Windsward. You cannot lose Brightwood to Modern. The same people, and look at those clumps. I keep saying it, but they're getting down and dirty in these gravels right now. And you can see ice, you can see gravels. It is just a whole lot of clumping and a big mess happening right now, and it looks like YUUUH is winning it. They're able to get, look at that, guys. It's like 7 grabs. It's insanity over here. And it looks like YUUUH, though, is winning this. YUUUH doing a good job pushing Modern off the point. Modern, remember, has to stay stabilized enough to make sure that they don't fall into the trickle trap, but they also create agency around the point and around certain areas so YUUUH doesn't feel comfortable. We're about 7 minutes into this game, and right now YUUUH is fighting for their life on this final point. Obviously want to try and use as much time as possible on this point so they have a lower fort point or lower time to take the fort. And Blue Skull's going down. That's not what you want to see is Modern. YUUUH still fighting heavy on the point right now. You can see there's like 20 or 25 of them just chilling on the point. Do not want them to start ticking it. And now they're fighting around. You guys can look. They're over there in the bonfire. A lot of people fighting in the bonfire. Yeah, focusing the bonfire right now a little bit on their forward side, but it is mostly some big action over here on the bonfire. And then now they're looking over here on the tree side, on the forest side. And C is starting to tick. Modern taking the point for about 5 or 10%. You can see a big clump of YUUUH over there going down. A couple red skulls on the corner of your screen, guys. If you see that, useless TC player is feeling a little useless back here. He needs to get out of the mix. He needs to get back to a healer. And it looks like they're focusing the front of the fort, and C is ticking at about 20%. Look at those huge clumps right now. YUUUH's got to be careful. What is that graphic? What is that UI? I don't even know. You can see a couple red skulls going down in the back near the fort side, and it looks like they're fighting on around this bonfire. YUUUH is not stacking on the point just yet. Looks like Modern is making the call to tick the point. C is taking at about 25%, but they got to be careful. It looks like they're taking it heavy. It looks like they got some big clump kills on the defenders, and C is taking at about 45, going on 50, and you can see the defenders defenders coming in right now from the fort side. This is very worrisome. This Z point is taking out about 50%. I can imagine the respawns are going to be coming in from that fort side, and they're going to be making a call. As you guys can see, look in the back, you can see the defenders coming in. Modern's got to be careful not to get killed. You can see they're all going to run up. They're going to try and grab. They're going to try and get clump kill C ticking at about 70-75%. It's looking scary for YUUUH. Might already be on a fort defense. We're only about 9 minutes in this game, and C is taking, going on 90. A bunch of them are running to the point, trying to stop it, and C is taking out about 90%. Look at all the red on the point. They're trying to stop, and they don't want them to have this point. Yeah, making a valiant effort to get here, and C is taking out about 95%. It's going. Can it be gone? And it looks like might be fumbling a little bit on the point. You can see it's like tug and war, but guys, it looks like Modern is able to take it. Modern takes the first 3 points in 9 minutes, and Red Skull's going down, and YUUUH is losing right now, guys. We just saw Modern take Windsward. Modern just took Windsward, and now they are making a statement already. We are 9 minutes in this game, and Modern has 21 minutes to play with their food. And guys, we got a fort fight on fight night right now. That's what we'd like to see. We love to see that energy. We love to see these wars. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we live for here. And you can already see that one of the back gates is down. One of the back gates is down, and we're just into it, guys. You got 21 minutes to play in this fort. That's what you'd like to see. We saw Modern execute it perfectly in this Windsward war. So can they do the execution again? They did a great job with looking on the respawns and just waiting for him and timing it at the right times. So let's look at the gate, guys. Let's take a quick breather here. They got to get the gates down before they can do anything else. So you have C going down. You have the other back gate going down. You need B and A down as well. The reason I say this every time so people know, the reason why you want the gates down is so you can create pressure points. You want to make sure that the defenders do not feel comfortable, and whenever those gates are down, it makes it to where they feel like anybody could be coming in at any time. So Modern doing a good job, not going all the way in yet. You can see they're just hanging out outside of it. They want to just create the pressure, wait until all the gates are down before they go in. And I see a couple Hydro homie checks. And just like that, guys, we're getting back into it. We have 19 minutes and 30 seconds. Modern worrying on getting this gate down, but actually that's C gate. Thank you, Jeffrey Bezos. But C gate is staying up. It is not going down pretty heavily right now. And look at this. This is a good call from the defenders. The defenders don't want Modern to be able to sit out here and do whatever they want. And that's a big clean kill from YUUUH there. Fantastic job. We just saw about seven or eight Modern getting completely wiped. That was actually a very clean, coordinated kill from YUUUH. You love to see it. They may be losing right now, but being able to execute things like that in intense high pressure moments is very important. So that you love to see it. Good on YUUUH there. That was a clean wipe. So let's see how it goes. You love clean wipes, Kappa. And we have about 19 minutes left. It looks like they're going to get some people to focus this A gate. A gate is going to be focused right now by Modern. They need to get this down just so it applies pressure. You can see a couple guys coming down here. They're going to try and blow this gate up. So it is just oh, you look like Highlight trying to make a highlight reel on Youngin right now. Did he just throw something that looked like an axe or something? Anyway, all gates are down, guys. All gates are down. This is it's going to be a very intense fort fight, guys. You do not want to be 21 minutes in your fort. It gets chaotic fast. You get scared. You can't help it. There's so much going on in the fort. You do not like to see it. As soon as the attackers start getting agency on your walls, on your respawns, on the point, you have to start trying to shot call all these things, and it's almost seemingly impossible at a lot of times. So YUUUH, though, is doing a good job. Modern, already 3 minutes on the fort right now and doesn't have too much to show for it, at least from this point of view. It looks like a couple people are going to be in there right now. Youngin obviously is part of kind of like a split squad. He's part of this, more of a, I'm going to send this guy to C point while the main army attacks B point. So he is in more of like a kind of an elite squad probably. And as you can see, the call is being made. Modern making the call to jump through. And you can see though, a couple players from YUUUH making the call to hit the back line. So now the guys in the front aren't getting heals from the guys who are in the back. Useless TC player, VSR. These are some TC boys. They do not want Modern to do the same thing that they did to them in Windsward. And that's actually a very clean play. You can see Youngin got so much pressure on him that his buddies in the front were not able to get the healing that they needed. So you like to see that, because when they pressure the healers like that, they can't heal the front line. As you can see, Youngin had to fight for his life. He's fighting for his life out here, and that means his front line goes down. Youngin getting some agency on the walls right now, trying to survive survive. Obviously, you can see the call for Modern is to just trickle in as much guys as you can right now. You have time to play with, and look at that clump. It looks like it might be going in the defender's favor. But yes, Modern has some time to play with right now. They know they have 17 minutes left in this war. They have 17 minutes left to take this. And they're just trying to get the people to trickle in. They're just trying to get in right now. And it looks like Modern is focusing the walls of this respawn right now. Heavy ice. Look at all the ice. It's just blue flooring. It's just white and blue flooring. There's so much ice. It is insane. Youngin doing a good job surviving. This is fantastic positioning. If you're a caster of any sort, whether you're a healer or a mage or anything, and you're looking at focusing respawns, this is exactly where you need to be. You need to be on these walls because you go virtually untouched. Now, these guys are going to push you. That doesn't feel good, but that means these guys aren't helping their respawns. And just like that, guys, the C gate goes up. Now, these guys over here at the respawn, it's not going to feel good because now that the C gate's up, you don't have the reinforcements coming in as quick as they can. So now that that gate's up, you got to worry about that side. That's a pressure point that Modern has to focus. It's already at about half health, but if you can buy 30 seconds, a minute, anything like that, as defenders, you're doing it because all of it matters. You got to make sure that you can do that and create that pressure point for the attackers. Make them answer it, even if it's 30 seconds. That is 30 seconds off the time for the attackers to have. We're about halfway through this war, guys, and Modern is in this fort right now. They are trying to do their best to get in. Youngin doing a good job at surviving up here. He's just healing everybody he can see on this respawn, but it looks like YUUUH is doing a good job too. YUUUH is warding people off. They're warding them off right now. Modern not able to get too much agency. Obviously, the respawn timers are still kind of high, so it is harder for you to focus the respawns right now as attackers. And you can see a couple red skulls going down. You can see Modern trying to get up in the mix. VSR caught in a little ice, but he charges out of there. Youngin keeping his boys alive, and now it looks like Modern starting to get some agency in the fort. The points ticking at about 5%. They got to be careful. You got to be careful. Now, this is where things start getting hairy. When you get so much chaos going on in the fort, it's hard to make correct calls. This is actually really good coordination from Mystery White and VSR and them trying to take Youngin out. They're focusing this side heavily, doing a good job over here. And look at how many Modern players are on this side, though. They pretty much own this wall up here. They're doing whatever they want. And this is just not good. It's not what you'd like to see. The chaos is starting, guys. The chaos for the attackers is going in their favor. When you have this kind of chaos going on in your fort, you love to see it as an attacker's defender. It sucks. I mean, trust me, I'm a shot caller, and that's huge wipes going down for YUUUH. A couple counter kills, though. Can they translate it to anything? As you guys can see, nobody's focusing the point. Not even YUUUH. Nobody is, because right now they know that everybody's looking at these respawns. Everybody knows that respawns are the best, and it looks like defenders are making the call to run up these stairs and stop these casters from doing whatever the hell they want. This is a good call, but it looks like they might be getting caught. A little bit of ice baby, and useless TC, VSR, Mystery White go down over there. The TC boys look like they got caught in some ice. You hate to see it, but it happens. And look at these casters up here. They are doing whatever they want. I can't stress it enough. The positioning that these guys have is so important. They're able to heal and pretty much go completely untested up here, throwing fireballs, throwing pillars, doing whatever the hell they want. And you saw defenders tried answering it, but they died because of it. But right now, though, we have 13 minutes left in this war, and Modern has to start making some significant wipes happen. They need to start focusing up a little more. Maybe call for a regroup. I'm not quite sure, because you've been on the fort fight for almost 7 minutes now. When do you start wondering if you're doing enough? And you can see a huge clump over there at the stairs. It looks like defenders might be trying to get up here, and it looks like a huge wipe. That looks like 4 or 5 kills. They got to transition that. You can see Modern pushing forward. If they can get this next respawn, this could be big. That could be it. That huge wipe could be it. We'll see what the respawns are, and it looks like the defenders making the call to try and fight him back. It looks like, though, the defenders are losing that fight. Look, the healers and some of the casters are up here healing their boys. The defenders don't have that. So whatever this next respawn, it's very important. Defenders getting called over here in the gravel well. Attackers got to kill him right now, and it looks like that might be the call. Some defenders going down. This could be it. The point starts ticking at about 5 or 10%. Modern doing a fantastic job with a clean wipe over here, and it looks like it's starting to tick. The point is ticking at about 5 or 10%. It's going on 10, and it looks like the kills might be translating to actual influence right now. Modern doing a good job at rubber banding the pressure points, rubber banding where the defenders have to answer. faster? Is it this respawn? Is it that respawn? Is it the point? You know, they're doing a good job, and a couple more clump kills go down in Modern's favor. This is so good. They have control of these respawns right now, and they are just transitioning it more and more, and the call has to be to take the point. And as I say that, it is. The point is taking out about 5 or 10%. Were those respawn kills enough? It looks like the call is being made. Youngin jumping off the wall. The call is being made. Modern thinks they got enough kills here. Do they have it? The point taking out about 20-25%. It's going up fast. Did Modern do it? It looks like Red Skull's going down. Yeah, it might be in shambles here. The point's taking out about 45. Ton of Modern on the point. The point's taking out about 50. The point is going. Is it going to be gone here? Modern looking to put in the dirt. Can they do it? The point's taking out about 75, and Red Skull's going down, guys. It's got to be a GG. Modern are winning these clump fights. There's no way gets into it, and they are not saying right now. We are saying Modern just took Windsward. They just took Brightwood, and they're making a name for themselves again after getting memed on for all the e-girl stuff. After getting memed on and not being that good, they took the drama and honed up their skills. They got the players they needed, and guys, Modern just took Brightwood from YUUUH. Get it? GG's in the chat, guys. GG's in the chat. Clean win again from Modern. Get the Willie GG's in the chat, guys. Sheesh, guys. Modern. Wow.